So some of you know and some of you won't because you'll be new here. It's been just over a year since we placed a bid on this 4-acre farm, and it's got the original 1800s cottage and the 1990s new farmhouse over there right next to each other. Well, what attracted us was it was also a renovation project. The ceiling was missing, the water wasn't on, the pipes had frozen, flooded the property, and there's so much to do here. It excited us, but that also meant we couldn't really do a lot on the land until the weather got slightly better, or anything to do with the cottage. And our bills when we moved in, once we got things up and running, we were shocked. The electricity bill was about £400 a month. And slowly we had to replace the plasterboard, the loft insulation, get everything to a livable standard before we could even really look at anything else. And as you can see, I went down the road of self-sufficiency, growing a lot of my own food. In fact, too much food, couldn't eat it all. So things have gone a little bit wild. I've still got tomatoes to pick, and I've really got to get on that soon because the frost is coming. But I think it's safe to say I've definitely learned a lot along the way about maybe not growing so much food and just loads of skills in the house, potentially as well for the next thing that I want to show you. Now, not long after we moved in, we treated ourselves to our first drone so we could show you properly. There's a whole video on that, I'll leave it below, about the outbuildings, going inside the barns, over there where there's a lake and a shackle of a summer house, when we uncovered the greenhouses behind the brambles, and even the boat. So with it being exactly a year since I filmed that tour for my Patreons, I thought now's the time to show you inside, and I'll hand you over to Vikkie from the past. So the cottage, actually, if you look through the window, we're in the porch now, and the cottage is just over there. That's where I got attacked by the robin, and yeah, there's loads of birds around there. Oh. That was a robin. So I've got the keys, and I'm going to show you how strange it is inside. And Hans, come on. In fact, if you step outside, I don't know if you can pick it up. Listen to all those birds. All in those trees. The trees are a bit naked at the moment. And I'll quickly show you behind the where the kitchen is. Now, we're outside of the cottage, the old cottage, and this is actually the kitchen bit. And at the side of here, there's the old window straight down there. We'll show you in the living room at the moment down there as well. That's the old metal shed thing where we're just putting, this was where the pony's hay was, or some of it, I think, and some logs for the fire. So let's walk around. I love the sound of those birds. And that's what temperature it is at the moment. Do not slip. We've had lots of hail today. Oh, down here. So the little window to the kitchen. We did find the drain as well, and there's a tree growing through it, so we need to sort that out. The lintels to the windows are rotten. There is some serious amount of work to do here, but this is just, I really wouldn't know where to start. So this is our last thing that we probably ever do. So I'm going to step down. The garage, you'll see more of that in a minute. Now, I need to sort out this door because there's a pane gone there and one smashed. Oh, and I've just got dripped on. So that needs some guttering. Oh, it wasn't this tight earlier. It's swollen because it's damp at the minute. It's wet. So we'll go in the kitchen. I think I need to try and turn the lights on. Yeah. We're not in here, really. We're gingerly using the electrics, but just before I go in, look, I told you about the water just pooling down there. The place is damp. I wouldn't want to live in here. There's so much work to do. So we'd probably have to put stud walls inside and things. So yeah, I'd need... Oh, I didn't know that was hollow. We don't know enough about this place, but we stepped down into the kitchen. It's just so oldie-worldy. And I think the last person to live in here was in the 70s. They tried to get planning permission to turn it into a commercial place at the back, didn't get it, and decided to sell up. But yeah, rotten wood everywhere. In fact, I've not seen that. Oh, see, that's how bad it is. Ooh, ooh. It's rotten, rotten. In fact, so you've got just here, there's so much to look at in here. I've missed so much, but this wasn't a deal breaker, the condition of this house. But you can see original brickwork behind there. In fact, just moving that wood is quite smelly. damp up there. Yeah, and it's fascinating. I will leave some photos from the 80s of what it used to look like then. I don't know what Hans is doing. We haven't even found the water supply for this place yet. Oh, it's very, very stinky. All the doors are more swollen than what they were. Oh yeah, and this is so strange, this really old cooker. Electricity, President double oven. I've never seen an oven where you open the door and there's a glass door there as well. There might even be mice in this one, eh, Hans? Oh, I don't think I've ever tried to turn this on. It must have been working at some point. I'm not even going to attempt it. There's no gas to this place. So we're now in the living room. I will try and get some lights on. There was a... Oh, let's do here. Yeah. So more damp. Damp inside the this corner cabinet here. Whew, Jesus. Bugs. I mean, look at it. It's you can't stay in here, but it's cool. It's better than not having anything like this. So you can see there's been a damp issue there with the roof. It's going to be a fun challenge the more I learn DIY. I think this used to be a cupboard just here next to the fireplace, the old fireplace. When I saw some old pictures. This as well, I mean, I can't wait to get out of there, cut all the brambles, because then you can immediately see our back garden, and the old photos look glorious. It looked like a very lovely place. And we don't even know what's underneath all this rubbish. We've got some brambles, maybe an old, oh, it's a chicken wire. So it'd just be good to clear, I mean, it's a job in itself just to clear everything. But, so, this fireplace here, it's been turned into an electric one. Little mirror there. What we didn't realise was, this used to have 2 floors. We didn't even know this existed. This was jammed shut when I tried to view the property. I quickly gave up, but if you have a peek under here, we did film footage of this, opening it. Oh! Yeah, carpet's not helping. And if you look under there, it's a staircase. We couldn't believe we found a staircase. So we'll open this. Still can't believe it. It's supported by, well, it'd be fixed to the walls, but those look a bit dodgy. The original wallpaper. I've never actually been up there. My husband and his brother has been up there. It's quite low because the roof has been lowered. But it's a very exciting adventure. That is brickwork there. The reason I tapped that was, I'm just going to tap, is round here, but it's been boarded up there. Yeah, in fact, also look at one of these water pipes. We just haven't found the supply for this place, only the house, because it's just so overgrown outside. And because it's not hygienic, I'm not in a rush. So let's turn the light on in here and hopefully find another light. It's full of moths as well. Oh, there's a light here. So yeah, it feels, well, it's like this little sunroom, which was lovely when we came to view it in the summer. It looks like a lot of money's been spent on these glass windows. And it almost looks like the roof is being, well, the roof probably is being propped up by this old log. I don't think this tree has actually been growing here. I don't think the cottage was built around it. But this has got to go. Something's got to be done about this because there's woodworm all over this. In fact, there's quite a bit of woodworm around, but most of the wood is rotten here anyway. It needs to go. So if I go like that, it's just so dusty, it goes to the ground. There's no woodworm, thankfully, in our other house. And it took us, after we bought it, to realise this was a thatched roof. We didn't even have a clue. And this looks a little bit toxic if you look above you. It's OSB, but it's filthy. There's mould, greenery growing. So we go in here and it's a little, oh, what do you want to call it? It's a bit of a conservatory lean-to thing. It all feels like it's made out of wood. Lots of greenery growing in here. Even the brambles are coming in. So, yeah, I'd want to get rid of this. Cobwebs. But in fact, it wasn't just cobweb, it got dripped on. And you can see, if you watched the tour video the other week, the pampas grass is over there. That's where the septic tank is. Over there is where there's a boat. We know that there's like a little chicken coop or something shelter down there. There's a water point, greenhouse over there. And that's where the paddock is and the stables over there. We've got our work cut out, but, you know, I'd be bored if I didn't. Oh, another drain going through, but it's running through to outside. Hi, Hans. One thing you probably might be surprised about is this. It's got a bar. It's like a little pub. You wouldn't want to drink from this, though. My sister-in-law works in a pub, and she said these are proper pumps. Oh, it almost feels like a campsite bar, but from what we've gathered from the neighbours, it was just their own personal place to have a tipple. So a few Canadian Club, is that gin or something? I don't know. Babycham, Crawford's Old Scotch Whisky, Ravenhead, I don't know if that's just a brand of that. Old fridge, proper little like pub drain things, and so I'm going to turn that off. So we come through here, some more lights, a bit of a cobweb thing. It's quite low as well. Oh, there's a step down. It's probably about 5'7", the height of that. So in here is, I don't know what this was used for. Actually, of course, this never existed. This used to be a walk straight through to the garden. And they've added this on top from the some of the old photos that I showed you. And there were some nice flowers growing around here. But they've got electric in here now. This roof, again, I did see woodworm. Yeah, you can stick your fingers through this wood. So this all needs to go, and there's a tin roof at the top. It's very damp. In fact, I can see water here dripping. That looks like a bird's nest. So they probably converted this, well, yeah, probably in the 80s or maybe 90s after they've done that, whatever they prioritised. And then, is that going to work? This used to be the garage. And you can see the old-fashioned lintel, that was a log. I don't know how long that's been there. This has been boarded up by one of the neighbours as well. Really old velvet curtains. But we could tell this used to be a snooker room or a pool room because they've got chalk for the cues here. An old heater. And this is where the garage door is, but it's been boarded up. Is that plasterboard? I think it's plasterboard. And you can see as well, it's a bit saggy. There's, I don't know if water will coming out of this. But if you look through this window as well now, you can see the stables just over there. Lights off there. Oh, I forgot this last time, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you look through there, I don't know if you saw the pond to our back garden is just outside there. And I think it used to have deck chairs here. And it just looked, well, so much nicer than this. I've been on Ancestry looking at the family that lived here, which were cottagers, I think. They were here in the 1800s, the early 1800s. I haven't gone further back than that. I've given up, I didn't have time. I'd love to know more about how how much land they actually owned originally. Hopefully I've got all the lights. He can't wait to get out. Can you, laddo? Yeah. I wonder if they ever had a bathroom in here. Needs sorting. I'll step up here so I don't slip, because it's slippy today. That looks slippy over there as well. Yeah. So we'll go round to the back. It's just blooming freezing. So, oh yeah, I think this is so cute. The little lantern type light at the back there. Yeah, you can see the back of the garage there. That's where it's been linked. We found the base of an old, or well, they've probably just not done anything with it, but a little pond, rockery fake thing. So we need to clear all of that out. And that conservatory type of thing. I thought, what's this? Actually, what's this? I've not seen that before. Oh, look, Even down there, there's another one of those pond things. It is winter now, or it's coming up to winter. The trees are losing the leaves, so we're actually being able to see a lot more. Oh! I didn't know the back of that had brickwork, the back of that pond. On the pictures, it were all just one square bit, so I wonder what that is when we clear it. We learn something every time we look around this place. Hello, it's Vikkie from yesterday, today, 2024, coming in. The dog couldn't wait to leave. Come and see what it looks like now. So what are we using it for? Our storeroom of plasterboards and bits and the old stove. Don't worry, the plasterboard is not resting on the ground. I think I put a sheet of membrane down and some wood. But yeah, if you come round here, look at the progress. We worked out it was actually November when we said we couldn't see through here. Most of the brambles have gone now. The grass has been trimmed. We can see the pond finally. But obviously we've still got a long way to go. This still isn't a priority. Now since that video, not a lot has changed apart from more flaky paint. Let me just have a look at the kitchen. Oh, there's plasterboard now on the floor. Yeah, that's not looking great up there. I have been up there, it's very shallow. And more of this has come away. So we know it's not going to have cavity insulation. So we'll probably have to add another internal wall inside. But yeah, I've got loads and loads of homework to do on this. It's just, yeah, I should just leave things alone. It's weird to imagine someone cooking in here. We still haven't found the water supply. We're assuming it's somewhere under the concrete, and we did clear all the brambles and we haven't found the source. There is a stopcock further down here. We turn it, absolutely nothing happens. Let me show you. More of our old junk. And look here, again, but stored on pallets. That is the stopcock. But yeah, we turn this, nothing happens. More plasterboard. Ooh, it is getting worse in here. And this is the place where I come to get my consumables, all my paints and fillers and stuff. Anything important will go on the old pallet there. Anything that doesn't matter goes on the ground. But yeah, something I didn't show you is that pub behind it. Just look at this. You can't be a tall person in here. I think I had to duck the other day. It's not worth it. I probably won't, yeah, it's not worth clouting my head. But there you go. It's a shame we're not using this place because the view is so much better now. And there's Mascot. The last time I came out of here, I found a butterfly in my hair. Wow, look at that. MDF is swollen so much, it looks like the end of a book. Oh, you can see daylight up there. Wow. Reflection. Hologram thing. I love a baby sham. Not had that for yonks. Someone said there used to be a stained glass window. We saw that on the picture, didn't we? There used to be a crocodile or something up there. So I mentioned an old fridge. That looks like a 70s, 80s thing. So if I pulled a pint, it should come out of and the drain there. And it actually does go somewhere. So it was definitely in use. And what are these for? I do also wonder whether these are some of the original bricks from this cottage. When I first looked at it, it looked a bit brick slippy, but then I thought, I don't know, because there's a few lines here, like it might have had an opening and changed my mind. I'm not sure. I don't really know what we're going to do with this. It's not something we've had a lot of time to think about, but it is a very useful space. I'm pretty sure Hans does not like this place whatsoever. It's definitely not comfy cosy for him. But I'd be interested to hear what you would do with this space. I don't think it's quite suitable for a workshop because I think it's a bit too close to houses. And I think it's got a bit more potential than that. Or even turning it into our office spaces because it could have such great views of the paddocks over there and the garden. And from where our office is in the main house, you can't see any of that because this is in the way. So let me know if you've got any ideas and hopefully I'll see you in a future DIY project. Catch you in the next one. Bye.